like more original stuff.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It appears we are live and we are broadcasting on Brave browser. We're not in any way or form affiliated with Brave, but uh, yeah. So, cheers. Hello, everyone. Hello from New
This
Mexico.
podcast is brought to you by San Pellegrino. It's amazing, sparkling, natural, mineral water. Um, it's water, but for like pretentious rich people. So take what you give.
Yeah. We just drink sparkling water over here. We don't really associate ourselves with soft water. Um,
No, no, no. That's some plebeian shit, man. You know, I don't want to be associated with that.
so yeah, me and Pedro are gonna be as y'all can see, we are gonna it says our title is intense debate over the UAP hearing Congress. Me and Pedro are more than likely gonna have different opinions on this. So we're gonna debate it out and we're gonna see how it goes. We might insult each other, but that's okay. You know, it wasn't as bad as the conquistadors coming to the conquistadors. Isn't that right, conquistador?
Well, Orlando, the only real illegal alien in here is you. So
Hey man, I saw a UAP deport people. I was like, they took my primo, they took my tío, bro. I saw it, man. The fucking beam of light came.
it's still better than Mexico.
Well, actually, no, no. Mexicans are not going to be the targets this time for the first time
Well,
in 20 years.
yeah, because they voted for Trump. You know.
So yeah, can you give your stance, Pedro? Um, you know,
So
yeah.
about like if I believe in aliens and UAPs and stuff.
Yes, yes. What are they? What's your perspective about what they are and whatnot?
Well, maybe just because of like my cynical nature, and you know, I need to see something in order to believe it. And there's like this whole like legal process of finally bringing about what's called revelations in regards to like United States government projects in regards to like UAPs or UFOs, whatever you want to call them, reverse engineering, all that you can imagine, you know, from like, you know, non human intelligence UAPs that may or may not have crashed here on Earth and now they're being like reverse engineered by both like the American Army, defense contractors, but also by like foreign entities like Russia and China. But it's also like possible biologics too. You know, like let's get just say like alien bugs, kind of like the story of Roswell. You know, and I will say that until I see it, until I see it, I'm still going to be on the fence. You know, like I'm not going to jump into the train. But considering what's been going on, when you have actually like high-ranking officers putting their careers on the line, possibly their own lives on the line, like Colonel Carnell or like intelligence advisor Luis Elizondo. There's like Navy admirals and officers coming out and saying that they've been witnesses or they know witnesses who can actually attest that there is something that we do not understand, that there is technology that is extremely far away from us. And when you actually see, like these, these are people who are, with amazing careers, well prepared, extremely intelligent, successful. You know, this is not your, like your random Mexican guy in Roswell who probably did too much mushrooms and saw like an alien in the sky or whatnot.
Hey, don't talk
I'm not. I'm
about
not
my.
mentioning. I'm not mentioning you. Hey, if you identify with that, whatever. I did not mention you. But these are like people who, you know, this is like a spacecraft engineering, intelligence research. Like that is a field that is no joke. And the fact that these people are coming out and talking about this, that really does add a little weight to the idea that, yeah, there's something out there.
Um, so just to kind of gauge where you at, are you more on the side that it's some sort of paranormal um side to it? Is it more of a government secret kind of side to it? Is it an interstellar? Is it a is it us in in the future? Is it a figment in our imagination and which is a whole different discussion, but like which side do you kind of lean on?
I mean, I guess like the most terrifying thing about all of this is that we have no clue. I'll just go about and say that. I don't know. I don't know if like this could have like some interdimensional element to it. I don't know if this could actually be like more within like our own realm and maybe like more of an interstellar dynamic. And also there's the possibility too that this whole thing could be a psyop, like a psychological operation, just like a smoke screen to like cover something else. That is also something that we do need to keep in mind.
Yeah, the given the time frame, of course there, typically big things kind of explode on top of another, um sometimes the waves of change in our culture, in our sphere of influence, in our religions, in our beliefs, in our philosophies, and whatever it is to be human, they shift, and it's usually during times like these where whether it was the elections, whether it was the complete change of political influences around the world, this hearing, this Congress really, I think, was able to hear these guys out and actually provide questions. They asked them questions that are hard to answer, because we talked about the whole privacy issue and disclosing your sources and the dangers of that. But I think they're correct. That we're ready, um, whether it's the horrible intentions, good intentions, whether we don't know. I think we're ready to hear what can be disclosed to us. Would you agree?
To be honest, yes, I do. But I also do want to know like why why is there such a big institutional pressure towards non-disclosure? Because do you remember like something that the Congresses, I think her name was Mace, she was talking. Several of the Congresses were actually talking about how before the hearing they were actually pressured by institutional members within the government to not make certain questions. That is insane, of course. Like you cannot say that to like a member of Congress elected. You cannot, tell them to be selective about their questions because at the end of the day, they're meant to like represent their constituency. But you do wonder is like why? Why is there this big pressure? It could be, in fact, like the best argument for non-disclosure is that this is American technology that is extremely advanced, that they want to keep it a secret in order to keep their edge over the Chinese and the Russians.
Hmm.
But when you actually hear what Elizondo said, that some of like these observed anomalies were going at forces of like 3,000, 4,000 Gs, that is insane. You know how much a human body can withstand?
How much?
Seven at
Mm,
most.
yeah.
You know,
And
like a
then it's
pilot.
turn into jelly.
Yeah, like F-22 pilots. They actually have to like go through rigorous training in order to be able to like deal with like the pressure of such high velocities. And the F-22, they go like 7 Gs, 6 Gs, something along those lines. These
Hmm.
objects were going 3,000,
Yeah.
according to Elizondo.
Yeah. 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 I I think that's legitimate because you obviously don't want other world powers to have any sense, any um, bit of data of how you obtain these kind of wonder weapons, wonder technology. The ability to even travel at such speed. It, like it's just phenomenal to think about that, and to keep it a secret at that. The other side is obviously we have like a sort of I kind of feel like there's kind of four sections here. It's like the religious section, the military section, which is kind of like military slash government. There's the in our it's us in the future kind of section, like time travel. And then there's
Got it.
kind of like the underground kind of section, right? With the bases and all that kind of stuff, right? Um, so there's just so many angles at which we can perceive this that I me like you, I don't know. It is crazy to even fathom. But which one would be more shocking to you, personally? That they are that there is such a thing as intelligence out there that differs from us as a species, or it is us, or you know what I mean, or that there's nothing and it's all just technology from Earth.
I mean, to be completely blunt, I do feel comfortable with the idea that maybe humanity is the only species in the universe, because it could actually kind of follow that anthrocentric and yeah, what is anthropocentric, you could say. Let's call it like anthropocentric idea, also like religious idea that we are at the image of God.
Hmm.
Whereas the thing is, if hypothetically there is in fact external entities visiting us, then do need to ask the following, and that is, what are their intentions?
Hmm.
Like, what are their intentions? What are they doing here? Are they just observing us? Are they interested? They want us to like thrive and be prosper, or do they have like some sort of you know Machiavellian, self-guided, self-interested objective for their own benefit that does not necessarily mean good for us?
I yeah. Um, so we're gonna discuss a little further. Once we get into these key moments, I have about around four clips that we're gonna bounce around with.
Yeah,
Um, so we're gonna watch one, discuss it, watch another, discuss it, and once the Immaculate program gets mentioned, I'll pull up the PDF of what that means.
and we can
Um,
read it together.
yeah, exactly. And so yeah, let me share my tab. We'll get into this, boy, because this is wild. This is this is Roswell 6.0. Let me share my screen.
We're not talking international politics today, audience.
It goes beyond it. It's gonna touch it here in a bit, but it's definitely beyond it.
Uh, I mean, I do kind of remember like this quote by this astronaut who was talking about being mesmerized by watching Earth from outer space, and he was describing it as when you're out there, your first instinct, one of your instinct, is that you want to grab like one of our politicians, slap them. You want to like grab one of the politicians by the neck, take them up there, and just go like, look at that, look
Yeah,
at that, you son of a bitch.
yeah, 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 for sure, man. I think people that have like underwater travel. or like have underwater experiences or experiences from the cosmos definitely have a different perspective, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, let's do this. You can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
All right.
Know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
High res.
images, high resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands. I mean, I also wanted to say, because there was some conversation around concern around the revealing of these materials, revealing the source collections, but some of these are shot from helicopters.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be way more. Maybe right
Yeah,
here.
just like just let the video play and we'll see.
Technologies not by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe, end quote. If these technologies are not made by any government, who's making them? Private companies, or are you implying they are crafted by a non-human intelligence?
Well, ma'am, that's precisely why we're here. The problem is that temporally speaking, over decades, not just the last 10 years, to put this in perspective,
Are these private companies you're implying, or is this non-human intelligence?
it may be both.
Okay.
When it comes to Blue Force Technologies, I would not be able to discuss.
Okay.
that.
Are you read into secret UAP crash retrieval programs?
We would have to have a conversation in a closed session, ma'am. I signed documentation 3 years ago that restricts my ability to discuss specifically crash retrievals. I submitted for my book through the DOPSR process, which took a year for it to be reviewed. And what is in the book is what I was told I'm allowed to talk about.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. Were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft? Yes or no?
yes.
Does the U.S. government have any reverse? Okay, we already answered that question about retrieval programs. Do any U.S. contractors have the same?
I would prefer to address that in a closed session, ma'am.
Okay. In your book, you mentioned government employees who've been injured by UAPs, placed on leave, and receiving government compensation for their injuries. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How can the government deny we have recovered craft if they're paying people because they've been injured by recovered craft?
Ma'am, that's a great question. That's why I think we're here again, because I've seen the documentation by the U.S. government for several of these individuals who have sustained injuries as a result of a UAP incident.
Injuries.
It's a crazy idea, right?
Crazy.
The hypocrisy and the logic. Okay, Mr. Schellenberger, I'm going to say it again to be very clear. Immaculate Constellation. What's its mission and how are they funded?
Its mission is to, as I stated, its mission is to, it's an unacknowledged special access program. Its mission is to document UAPs.
Okay, and do you, for your story and your report, do you have more than one credible source?
I do.
Sourcing, okay.
I do.
And then why do you believe your sources to be credible? How do you judge the veracity of the documentation you've been provided about this program?
I checked the sources, and they are who they say they are. They are current or former government officials. I wanted to also add that I did not specify that they were Defense Department employees. I didn't specify the agency nor the gender.
Would they have included non-government employees, people that aren't employed by the government?
These are, I'm comfortable saying that these are government or previously government employees.
Any of them currently employed by a private contractor or private contractors?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. What's the key takeaway, just a few seconds, about the Immaculate Constellation document you provided us today?
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
High res.
images, high resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands. I mean, I also wanted to say, because there was some conversation around concern around the revealing of these materials, revealing the source collections, but some of these are shot from helicopters using normal videos of oceans. I just think that's absurd that somehow you're going to be revealing some secret U.S. technology by revealing that you've photographed orbs off the coast of Kuwait.
No, that's what we're talking about.
The Economic Times. What do you think?
Well, he did touch on what we were saying just now about the, disclosing it. Let me hear that again, because I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me play back.
Constellation. What's its mission and how are they funded?
Its mission is to, as I stated, its mission is to, it's an unacknowledged special access program. Its mission is to document UAPs.
Okay. And do you, for your story and your report, do you have more than one credible source?
I do.
Sourcing. Okay.
I do.
And then why do you believe your sources to be credible? How do you judge the veracity of the documentation you've been provided about this program?
I checked the sources, and they are who they say they are. They are current or former government officials.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to also add that I did not specify that they were Defense Department employees. I didn't specify the agency nor the gender.
Would they have included non-government employees, people that aren't employed by the government?
These are, I'm comfortable saying that these are government or previously government employees.
Any of them currently employed by a private contractor or private contractors?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. What's the key takeaway, just a few seconds, about the Immaculate Constellation document you provided us today?
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
High res,
high resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands. I mean, I also wanted to say, because there was some conversation around concern around the revealing of these materials, revealing the source collections, but some of these are shot from helicopters using normal videos of oceans. I just think that's absurd that somehow you're going to be revealing some secret U.S. technology by revealing that you've photographed orbs off the coast of Kuwait.
That's what's interesting. He's arguing that isn't, the secrecy of U.S. technology, advanced U.S. technology, isn't necessarily the focal point.
What do you mean by that?
So it just seems that like he's watch. Let's hear that again, just for a little bit.
Information, and they have for a
right here,
very long time, and it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. And there's
how many visuals, graphics, videos, photos? I
mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands. I mean, I also wanted to say, because there was some conversation around concern around the revealing of these materials, revealing the source collections, but some of these are shot from helicopters using normal videos of oceans. I just think that's absurd that somehow you're going to be revealing some secret U.S. technology by
revealing secret technology, U.S. technology by
Yeah. I was actually like rather thinking like the declaration by, I think was Elizondo, when he was actually like asked like point blank, does the government have like a UAP retrieval and alien spacecraft retrieval program? And he just straight up said yes.
Oh, I think I have that one in the next.
Yeah.
Is that where he says that we're not alone in the cosmos?
No, like in the same video, around the middle.
Let me see.
It's just immaculate constellation.
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and
go to like the middle.
Same video, right?
Sensitive military installations around the globe, end quote. If these technologies are not made by any government, who's making them? Private companies, or are you implying they are crafted by a non-human intelligence?
Well, ma'am, that's precisely why we're here. The problem is that temporally speaking, over decades, not just the last 10 years, to put this in perspective, when
Are these private companies you're implying, or is this non-human intelligence?
it may be both.
Okay.
When it comes to brute force technology, I would not be able to discuss.
Okay.
Wait,
Are you
wait.
read into secret UAP crash retrieval
You just said it just might be both.
Yeah, but go back. Resume. Just resume.
Okay.
Just resume. There you go.
Oh,
Technologies, I would not be able to discuss.
Okay.
ma'am.
Are you read into secret UAP crash retrieval programs?
We would have to have a conversation in a closed session, ma'am. I signed documentation 3 years ago that restricts my ability to discuss specifically crash retrievals. I submitted for my book through the DOPSR process, which took a year for it to be reviewed. And what is in the book is what I was told I'm allowed to talk about.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. Were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft? Yes or no?
yes.
wow.
Does
Yes.
the U.S. government have any reverse?
There
we
you
already answered
go.
that question about
That's
retrieval
crazy.
programs.
Yes,
Uh,
dude.
Like she used the word alien, and he said
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. you said- Wow.
That's insane. That is. I mean, that is as close to a disclosure that we have right now. That yes.
That's as much as we got. That's so
Yeah.
a UAP. I got this from Mace. But Immaculate Constellation is an unacknowledged special access program established following the public disclosure of the AATIP AAW SAP programs by Luis Elizondo, our boy. Upon disclosures to Congress, it was determined that this USAP and its collateral information have not been lawfully reported to Congress. Its primary mission is just collecting imagery intelligence on identified aerial phenomena. Pretty much, that's what he said.
Pretty much, yeah. And like the fact that, for example, it is not being lawfully like reported to Congress. I mean, that pretty much like opens like the pathway towards like using like the legal system to actually force down a disclosure. But it would be
Yeah.
interesting to see like what are like these powers to be actually going to try to do. And like this is something that people need to consider. It's like right now this is a huge legal battle. Like this is legalese against legalese.
I'll recognize Mr. Elizondo.
No, yeah, no, I agree. It's the legality of what can be said and what not is said is kind of the censorship that that is yeah, it's not even like it's not that they're withholding information. It's like they're just restraining these individuals of what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't, you can say they're like constricting our speech or whatever, but it's like at the same time, they're just threatening us. They're like using threats. They're threatening these people.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that is just how it goes when you especially go and work with like these high-end institutions, whether it's technology or defense, that you're always going to end up like signing like some sort of like NDA agreement in which you actually have to like state, like promise that you will not say anything. And that is the issue.
Yeah.
know.
I have
It is kind of. Go ahead. Sorry.
no. After this one, I have a few videos we're gonna see of actual like
NASA has
UAPs.
whole archives of data, much of which I believe will likely have information that will help inform UAP. We need only look. And again, in an era with AI and ML, we can relatively quickly and easily go through it. So I think it's something that we should encourage NASA to do.
This is a presentation from the UATP task force. This is completely absurd. It's nuts, this level of censorship, of redaction on a document. It shows the redaction of how many reports they've collected, for how many years. 2 of the 3 potential explanations are blacked out. The Pentagon The intelligence community is treating us like children. It's time for us to know the truth about this. I think that we can handle it.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. Were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft? Yes or no?
yes.
In your book, you mentioned government employees who've been injured by UAPs placed on leave and receiving government compensation for their injuries. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How can the government deny we have recovered craft if they're paying people because they've been injured by recovered craft?
Ma'am, that's a great question. That's why I think we're here again.
I really believe that we should use this hearing as a catalyst to improve and bolster our air defense capabilities and our maritime domain awareness capabilities, because obviously there are holes in it, whether it be UAP of non-HI direction or NHI direction, or like as you say, sir, China or any other adversary.
Oh, that guy's a neocon.
Yeah. Anytime it's like no, it's China or Russia, it's a fucking dude.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious, bro. But like, suppose it is though. Suppose it is like this crazy. What if it's not even them? What if it's like fucking Germany? You know what I'm saying?
They were like Nazi scientists who survived World War II and decided to hide or preparing for like the Aryan return.
They're like, fuck Antarctica, it's too cold over here. We need to fucking let loose now.
Man, that would actually make for a good Wolfenstein game. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't heard of it.
You never heard of Wolfenstein? I think you'll like it.
Is it World War II or what?
Yeah, World War II, but it has also like a lot of like mysticism because like the Nazis were like super into that.
Yeah,
So
they're
kinda
fucking
like-
heretics about that shit.
Dude, it was
Instead of focusing on the war.
No, it was yeah. Like they were like believers in like I don't know, like there was like this ancient civilization that was destroyed because of a cataclysm, and that ancient was like this super tall blonde blue eyes people that survived, and they were the ones who like restarted like civilizations all across the world. Which now that you actually notice, it does kind of sound similar to what some of like Graham Hancock was saying.
Yeah, dude, fucking it seems like I kind of entertains the thought that maybe these examples of wars, right? Like World War I or World War II. I feel like we call them wars, but they could just be battles in the overall human history. Does that make sense?
I mean, in the cosmic, our existence is but a mere drop in the ocean of the length of the universe, fundamentally speaking.
Yeah. But I have this. Have you heard of Zambia?
Zambia? No. What happened?
No, there's this guy, man. I forgot his name, but he was on a Concrete podcast. How he was explaining how Zambian and a Zambian intelligence agency threatened him
What?
over UAPs, over
I'm
his
more
information
surprised.
of UAPs in Africa.
I'm more surprised that they even have an intelligence agency in the first place.
Yeah, I'm surprised they were even able to film it, dude. No, just kidding. Hey, Zambia, I love you. I'm just kidding.
To all of our 2 African viewers who are watching us, we love you.
We love you, brother. All right.
Amazing UFO sighting in Lusaka, Zambia, January 17, 2023.
Oh, we tell you people, there's some strange shit going on, but you don't listen. Come outside of your house, and if you don't see 4 stars in alignment, if you don't see 4 stars in perfect alignment, I don't know where you are if you're in Zambia. But right now, if you come out of your house, you're going to see 4 stars in perfect alignment. You tell me what is that? Explain to me. Give me a plausible scientific explanation backed with scientific data. Tell me what that is. Explain to who tells you things that you don't believe in.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That could be a stadium.
It could be yeah, or like light poles, you know.
Yeah.
Like what the thing is when it comes to like UAP sightings, I am only interested from the stuff that actually like came directly from like the military, which was, for example, like the classic one, the Tic Tac one. You know what I'm talking about?
What do I type?
Just look up Pentagon UFO video. It was released by the Pentagon. There you go. The Guardian.
Fuck.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like, look at that thing. It's rotating.
Jesus.
That is wild, though. That is crazy.
Nickel 6-1 Tango Small Check on it. Oh, got it! Woohoo! Roger. There's troubleshooting. What the fuck is that? Can you box moving target? No, it's
That
not
is so crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly.
Bro,
I
that
could
is
not. That was crazy fast.
it was I mean, this is why people need to know this because if there is in fact and you have to look up like the jellyfish one. That one was
I'll look up
that
that
one
one. Yeah.
like these are the Pentagon ones, bro. Like these are take it as you are. Take it as you want.
Yeah, sure.
Could be a psyop. Look at that spheric thing.
What is that? What the fuck, dude?
I know, man. I know. Like those things, like they could completely like wipe out our military. Like it doesn't matter how many explosive we have, we just wouldn't be able to like hit them just because how fast they are. And not
Yeah,
only
yeah.
that, and not only are they supposedly fast, but they're like their movement are completely like outside of like the realm of physics. Like usually, you have a fast moving moment and have to decelerate. Well, not these things. They go fast, stop, reverse. You know, they can go like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. No, I get you, man. It's it's hard to say, like because I don't want to say that they're tricking us because I feel like why would you want to be tricked in that way? Um, well, why would they want to trick us in the first place?
And if anything, it is kind of sad because mainstream media, like no,
Yeah,
could you actually pause?
The Sun reported Friday a
yeah.
large unidentified
My bad. What's up?
Like no major like news media has actually like covered like the hearing. I didn't have not seen like ABC or MSNBC cover this. Always been like more medium sized like news nation, and it doesn't help a lot that you know just like a week ago we've had the elections, so people are more focused on that. So I guess like these hearings are actually kind of like the timing has not been proper very good for
Yeah,
that.
and, and considering the privilege it is to testify before Congress, um, they might have just needed to do it when as soon as possible. Um, because it could be possible that the government needs to provide them the freedom to hear what these testimonies have to say, but at the same time, like you said, the government in a way can try to shush them, like, hey, don't ask these kind of questions, because there was only a few questions I heard where they were actually asking, you know, is it from this world or out of this world? Which one is it? Out of this world, in this world. And then that's the one that I think is pretty interesting. That question is interesting in itself, as basic as it is.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we do have to remember there's going to be another hearing on December. I don't remember if it's December or January. And this time it's actually going to be in the Senate.
Wow. We can check that out pretty soon, actually. We can maybe even live stream that.
Yeah. And I can also tell you, like here in Europe, like no one's talking about this. Not a single European news network has actually touched it.
Yeah. Dude, what do you think about this one in Russia?
I do not trust anything that comes out of Russia, so.
I don't trust anything that comes out of Russia. I agree, bro. I fucking agree. Oh, man.
The shadow band people once then this one has a memory hall. I mean, it does kind of like follow like some of like the triangle shaped patterns that a lot of times get mentioned in in testimonies. But
Bro,
that's the thing, it's like, go ahead.
No, it's just like, what do we do? After like it's said, or like once they show us or like tell us the truth, what do we do from there? Obviously we'll probably have a plan, but what if it is like bad intent? What if there's an intention to kind of like enslave us and all that shit and take our resources?
I mean, bro, like, what makes you think that we are not already slaves?
True, but we're not. This slavery is not as bad as other slavery.
I mean, have you ever heard like this theory that the Earth is but a prison, and we're actually like the aliens are actually like using us so that when we die, they can actually harvest our soul, so they can use it as combustible.
Yeah, I heard that one where it's like I heard that one before. I agree, and it's also, if that's the case, then I agree. But like, it's also true that the slavery that we have right now is mitigated by money, so that like, in a sense, slavery is not the slavery that we are experiencing right now as a species is not the same as laborsome slavery, where it's like physical slavery. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, like we
Like,
no
we'd
longer
rather
have.
go to a 9 to 5 than serve at the gulag.
No, absolutely. Maybe it's like slavery is not the correct word, but nowadays we actually have more of a maybe like indentured servitude a lot of times.
Sure. Kind of like a serf class.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like, well, if you want to live in a society, you have to like find a way to like contribute to it. And I guess like free market capitalism has kind of been like the compromise for that. But it's just that, well, prices are increasing and wages are stagnant, and that is kind of a problem from a sociological perspective. Actually, no perspectives. But going back to the aliens.
No. Yeah.
Bro, if alien comes in here, I want to be like Earth's diplomat.
Bro, have you seen the meme where it's like, mi compa que no perdona nada, and it's like this guy smashing an alien?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Don't land in Mexico.
And I do need to point out that I'm making a big sacrifice, like watching this content, because it's 7 p.m. I'll soon go to sleep. I'm probably gonna have nightmares about aliens now.
Well, oh,
The-
let's see this one. Let's see this one.
eh,
Could be wrong. It could be fake.
yeah, like that's the thing. There's so much fake shit on the internet.
Yeah, I agree. It sucks. I feel
And
like yeah, it's true, man. Only government stuff is gonna be legit, you know.
and who knows? Maybe like that is a psyop, and maybe like the government itself like releases like fake videos on purpose, so they can like flood, like give like an information flood, in order to like confuse the people.
Yeah, and yeah, man. Have you seen the thing with Japan and like their hotspot for
No, I
UFOs?
haven't.
Supposedly like fucking Japan. I think it's in between Japan and China, or like I don't know if it's southern Japan, but they have like a hotspot for US UFO sightings,
Oh.
and that makes sense, you know, because like it, I just don't know. It makes sense in the sense like if they're trying to take our resources or like establish some sort of like they're not doing surveillance on us. Like I feel like they would want to just take our resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that seems. I feel like that they want to be peaceful is kind of like a silly idea.
I mean, another explanation is that they're just researching us, observing us. You know,
Yeah.
I remember that Daniel will actually say this idea that aliens are us from the futures. You know, and it's kind of for an alien to like observe us, it will be like for us to like observe a chimpanzee.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know.
It, yeah, man. It's. I really have no. I kind of see the side of like the religious perspective, you know, because it's kind of like the religious dichotomy is that of good and evil, you know.
Hmm.
So I'm really skeptical to that. You know, I feel like there'd be some sort of like cohesion between societies, like a clash of extraterrestrial and human, you know, where we live amongst each other and we go to Subway together and hold hands and date each other. Then there's racism, but it's just against aliens and humans, you know. Like, oh, you're interracial. No, we're interdimensional. We're
I bet you're also gonna find like internalized racism, like humans hating being humans and being like, "I wish I was born an alien."
why? I know, dude. They're all lynching guys because we want to smash alien chicks, dude. Bro, I honestly would hop on that train. I would not. Dude, their diseases would probably fuck us up though.
uh,
It could just
what
be
was I
another
going?
like, yeah, dude. It could be another whole like famine, you know, or like disease, you know, where contact just exterminates us.
That is a legitimate possibility, but if their intentions are hostile, then they could have done that already, like years
Yeah,
ago.
they could have. Yeah, I agree.
You know, so maybe they do, but they are aware of it, and they actually, you know, make an effort to avoid that happening. Kind of like how when we observe like a uncontacted tribe, you know, that has never actually gotten in contact with any sort of civilization and they're still living like hunter-gatherer lifestyles, we've pretty much decided that the best approach is to not approach them.
I agree. What if they get taken out? You know, like what if we give them the disease again? Like, that's
Uh,
probably why they don't touch us.
then again, is that there is the there is the worry, for example, that if what Elizondo is saying is that these entities seem to be very interested in nuclear facilities, particularly military nuclear facilities,
Yeah.
uh, as particularly in the United States. And he was actually doing this argument that that is akin to like when you're about to invade a country, you do as much surveillance as possible of the capacities of your adversaries, like
Yeah.
their possible response time, their infrastructure, so that when
Yeah.
the time comes, you strike them out. What America did with Iraq.
Yeah, it's totally plausible, that probably would also give the assumption that we as a species and our military capabilities as a world can fight back. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're doing surveillance, they're obviously like preoccupied or thinking that we can actually put up a fight as a species.
I mean, it is hard to think that when we don't even know what they are, you
Yeah.
know, they probably know everything about us, but we don't have any single clue about what they are.
Yeah.
Like that alone is worrisome, to say the
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe any UFOs over Spain. Yeah, I don't got nothing. Not a nuclear, not even nothing nuclear, boy. You can't even spell nuclear.
We need to destroy the Socialist Party, man.
Y'all need to get back on Franco's train, bro. Fuck it. I know he's an asshole, but fuck it.
No comments.
No comment. No, I agree. He was a piece of shit. I feel like I want to know what the Russians have to say, bro, about like UFOs. Like, I wonder what they interpret, as a society.
I will assume that is this the same? It is similar to the secrecy of the Chinese in the Americans, but America, I criticize America a lot, but I need to give it credit, and it's that the fact that, for example, that they're even having this conversation, that there is in fact like a real like legal effort to make sure that disclosure finally happens and that there is a strong legal system that actually may allow that. I mean, that's admirable. And I think that disclosure is most likely to come out of America. I mean, you have heard of like stories like the Peruvian mummies or the Mexican mummies,
Yeah, the
but
Mexican
come on,
mummy was hilarious.
but come on, man. I don't.
Yeah, it was. They like showed it to us, and it's like, well, okay, first of all, that looks fake as fuck. So,
I know, man. Like, I've seen fucking piñatas more realistic than that shit, man.
I know, dude. I was like, that's a fuck. They probably went to someone to make it. Like
And yeah, it is because like if American politics is somewhat corrupt, Latin American politics is in a whole other level.
yeah,
You know.
bro. There's really nothing about what Russia has to say about aliens.
Yeah, no, like Russia is a much more closed out, secretive society, and I highly doubt that there is going to be any like mechanism
Yeah,
in order to like force a disclosure. You know,
bro. Let's watch this one. This one was fascinating.
On underwater civilizations.
This was 16 hours ago.
Safely Republican seat by only half the margin of her Republican predecessors, but she is already back hard at work in Congress, laser focused on the issue that Coloradans sent her there to address: underwater space aliens. Boebert's on the House Oversight Committee, which is looking for secret government research into aliens and UFOs, which they now also call UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. Today, 4 self-described UAP experts testified to their belief that the Pentagon is hiding proof of aliens visiting Earth. Boebert said, quote, "The American people are being kept in the dark." Her line of questioning was pretty out there.
There are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities, hybrids.
What the?
Are any of you familiar with that? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
I am not, ma'am.
I'm not.
No, ma'am.
Wait.
Enhancement of human capability in the Department of to the Hill.
Questioning was
I have to see that. I have to hear that again, man. That was too much.
I know she speaks very fastly too.
Whoa. Okay.
pretty out there.
There are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities, hybrids. Are any of you familiar with that? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
I am not, ma'am.
I'm not.
No, ma'am. Non-human hybrids, especially.
Bro, that is almost as crazy as just UAPs.
I mean, let's watch it.
Okay.
Of the sea.
And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
And seems like there's still some questions that we need answers to, and we will not relent until we get those to the American people.
Forward clear.
Can we just talk about the title, because the title was kind of misleading because it made it sound like she was talking about Atlantis, when in reality she was talking about the what is it called, this the capacity for some of the UAPs to actually be able to go underwater, which is absolutely insane, by the way.
I think she might have also been talking about Antarctica, maybe.
I mean, it is something that I've heard is that yes, these UAPs actually have the capacity to go underwater, get out of it and into it extremely fast, and that there seems to be some sort of base of operations underwater, that it seems to be a major chip.
Yeah.
That when it comes close to being when it comes close to a human submarine or ship, it is somehow able of escaping or disappearing. It is.
Yeah.
It's speculation. It's speculation so far.
No, it's all conjecture, at this point. We're gonna keep going for 20 minutes, if that's cool with you.
Oh, yeah. How about we read the Immaculate Constellation document?
Yeah, let's do that.
That's actually very interesting. So for a little context, this is pretty much a witness. The journalist pretty much wrote down the declaration by witnesses who have allegedly worked for the federal government or who currently work in there, that pretty much talk about some sort of UAP recovery craft program.
Exactly.
That
So
supposedly
let me see if I
doesn't
can get into
exist.
the interesting part. Let me see if I can find the interesting part.
Analysis based on Immaculate Constellation. Names within Immaculate program primarily consists of high-quality imagery intelligence and collateral. Primary mission is collecting imagery intelligence. Intelligence within the Immaculate program primarily consists of high-quality imagery intelligence and collateral measurement and signatures intelligence of UAPs and ARVs RV within Earth's atmosphere. The collection platform involves a blend of task and untasked capabilities, low Earth orbit, the upper atmosphere, military and civil aviation, altitude, and maritime environments. Try
Immaculate
to go down.
Constellation. Oh, you want me to go down?
Yeah. Like, also, I think that maybe someone in Reddit actually like highlighted like the most important parts. CENTCOM cuboid formation. Oh, this one is interesting. CENTCOM cuboid formation of metallic orbs. On USG network, there exists daytime FMV and daytime FLLIR footage of a formation of 12 metallic orbs skimming the ocean surface at high speed before dispersing in multiple directions. The rapid and agile maneuvering of the metallic orbs were incompatible with known aerospace vehicles and were between 6 meters in
Wow.
diameter. In the opening segment of the footage, the 12 metallic orbs flew in the tight cuboid formation. The metallic orb were in 3 vertical square formations of 4 orbs each, arranged in a 3-pronged configuration, creating the illusion of a cube shape at distance. That is insane.
Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna look that up to see if we can find something. What is it? The orb?
Cuboid formation of metallic orbs. That is. And here's a bit, disclosure because it's important to know. This is pretty much like secondhand witnesses.
Yeah.
If not third-hand witnesses.
Okay, so I have one that we can look at on YouTube. Let me see. Let me check YouTube. Let's see what's going on over there.
Oh, you have to look up the UAP jellyfish one.
Oh yeah. We forgot about that. UAP jellyfish.
I think that one was actually like published by Jeremy Corbell. He works a lot in this.
Is it this one?
Yeah, go like Eat the Economic Times.
Okay.
I believe that one. There you go. Object hanging appendages flying over the base and then descending into water.
Bro, that is so crazy. That's not a plastic bag.
Oh no. Use joint operation. This was in Iraq in 2018.
Dude, that's the Predator, man. That's the Predator going back to base.
He revealed that the video was shot by the military.
What the fuck, dude?
So we also know that if these things exist, like they seem to have like different specialized technologies and different specialized chips. You could maybe say that is kind of like a drone.
Yeah, like camouflaged in a way.
Yeah, an alien drone. Mentioned these chips. Man, the comments. Immaculate Constellation mentioned these chips in the report presented to Congress today. There was another saying over the border of United States, Mexico. Yeah, go back to the document.
Okay.
Because they actually do mention the jellyfish one. Go down. Immaculate conclusion. Remember like the part that we're talking about, like the spheres? It was below that.
Okay. Right there.
Sensitive, inhale. Those vessels positioned to collect on reproduction vehicle. Maybe not. supposed to collect unrepressed vehicle. Equilateral triangle UAP tails unwitting vessel. Jesus.
Dude, there's a lot. There's, oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, this is actually huge. Because now people, what they're going to do is that they're going to watch like videos and like try to like connect. Well, this was there you go. Northcom jellyfish UAP crosses United States-Mexico border
Damn.
on USG
Told you
networks.
Deporting, dude. I told you they're deporting. They're bringing and deporting.
The jellyfish is smuggling cocaine.
Dude, it says the UAP appeared in FLIR to be modeled irregularly with hot cold emissions and approximated a jellyfish or floating brain with hanging appendages in appearance. The UAP flew against the flight path and maintains a comparatively low altitude to geographic features. In appearance and behavior, footage of the UAP violating the airspace of the southern border resembles that of the facilities in Iraq and Afghanistan. I want to see if we can find a video of that.
Let's see. Jellyfish, United States-Mexico border. Man, I didn't know that. Maybe the cartels are the ones who are winning.
Dude, that would be funny, man. Obviously, they got the hookup from Santa Muerte. That's how they got to talk to the aliens.
Jellyfish alien. Oh, fuck. I never saw this one. Go down. Go down. Don't click on that one. Jellyfish UFO update, nuclear video. Was this in the border? I don't know. Down. The Mexico one.
Down.
The one that says Iraq and Mexico.
This one.
There you go. I never saw that video. Oh, fuck.
So the one on the right is from Mexico.
And the one on the left is Iraq. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, the one from Mexico seems a little bit odd.
Yeah, like the Iraq one is highly impressive. Maybe we could find like a clearer video of the Mexico one. Why do all UAP videos have to be like low resolution? I swear, man.
I know. Oh, this is the one from.
Oh no, that one was actually like a balloon. Yeah, I saw that one. It was a nothing burger.
What about this one?
The view of unidentified aerial phenomena.
This is the.
What is CBP?
Yeah, CBP.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, let's watch it.
Wow. That thing is hauling ass.
Like put on the volume so they can.
Phenomenon, as the government calls it. And we just came across a very odd, very under the radar release of some videos and documents that I've been trying to get for years. Now, with no explanation, all of a sudden, Customs and Border Patrol has released 10 videos from what looks like forward-looking infrared cameras from different incidents.
It's not just the military.
And an odd 380-some pages of reports, news clippings, and emails about people at CBP talking about UAPs. But there is a lot redacted, so it's hard to understand exactly what's going on. And some of it has to do with agents saying they've seen stuff and being scared of the whole stigma that comes with talking about UAPs. But the videos paint a more black and white picture. And at least one of them, this one immediately caught my eye because it's the same video I saw leaked years ago that I filed a Freedom of Information request to get my hands on. Never heard back. But among the UFO community, it is very well known. It's called the Agua Dia video. And again, there's no context released from the CBP. So I just want to show it to you so you can be left with the same questions I've been trying to get answered. What we're seeing here is allegedly from Agua Dia, Puerto Rico. Back in 2013, a CBP aircraft spots this thing that you're seeing right there in the middle of your screen, flying over the airport, tracks it for several minutes. They're trying to figure out what it is. They just don't know. They don't have an exact size, but they think it's smaller than a plane. And they follow it as you see it there, going over some trees, going over a road, going over some fields. It's heading towards the ocean. Now, we're going to fast forward just a bit towards the ocean because that is when things get weird. Here you see it dip down into the ocean, doesn't seem to lose any speed, then continues on. Then maybe it looks like, I don't know, it splits into two or something, or maybe something joins it before they try to track it, disappears, just gets lost in the water, and then they lose sight of it. And again, we haven't heard an official comment on what this is from CBP. There have been theories that this is everything from a pelican to a UFO that can somehow dip into the water without losing velocity, which is beyond anything we have. So what it is, we don't know, but it is weird. And you'd think someone would tell us what was going on since this happened back in 2013. And that's just one of 10 videos released. Some of them seem to show things like floating objects over the border. That could be anything from hang gliders to balloons to drones, from cartels maybe. But again, all of this is coming after promises by lawmakers, by NASA, by the Pentagon that they are taking this seriously and could have answers soon. So fingers crossed. And I do want to bring in one very special person. This is...
Dude, that is so fucking crazy.
I actually never saw the video. That's insane.
Dude, that was fast as fuck, dude.
I mean, if it was a pelican, probably the Coke or something. I don't know.
Dude, yeah.
UFO chase in Spain? Yeah, Spain mentioned. Let's watch that one. That shit looks fake as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Do not trust anything that comes out.
Dude? Wait, let's see that.
It is Spanish. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either. I think they fucking lied.
I never trust the Spaniards. Wait. Like, repeat it. Like, they are speaking Spanish, like real Spanish.
Let's see. Let's repeat it.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there you go.
Oh. What the fuck? Dude, that was crazy. What do you think about that one?
Man, why do the cameras always have to be so shit, man? But
bro, that one was pretty good.
Por una cosa que de un pesquero, and that was de Galicia. They were in Galicia. That makes sense. Yeah, near the ocean. I mean, I think that's just like a normal animal. I'm gonna call it bullshit. You know, it was very entertaining, but
it was which one? The Spanish one?
Yeah. Do never trust a Galician. Never trust a Galician. Franco was a Galician.
Dude, that is wild, man. I can't believe that shit, dude.
It's yeah. It is insane.
I don't know. If that one was honest, then I think that was a pretty good video, you know?
It was entertaining. I'll just leave it at that, you know.
For sure, for sure. No, I agree. Yeah, man.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
wait,
obviously
go.
there's what's up?
Go. That one is U.S. House hearing unidentified anomalous phenomena reports. Oh, that's like the 2 hours video. Never mind.
Yeah. What about the UFO in Jerusalem?
Let's go up. Let's see.
There's a new video this morning that some say may be proof we're not alone in the universe. A UFO in the form of a bright light is seen descending over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The video is said to be taken over the weekend. Then suddenly the light shoots up into the sky.
What the
You see it.
fuck?
Another video from a different angle appears to show the light doing the same thing. Those clips have gone viral now.
What the fuck, dude? That was crazy. I want to see that again.
What the fuck? Like, what?
Dude. That was
How I did not-
intense.
And CBS is reporting it? What the fuck?
Even the Young Turks.
That is... Jesus Christ, man. Is that the second coming of Christ?
Bro, oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my God.
Bueno, llegó le mata. Bueno, llegó le mata.
Amazing. Holy shit.
Oh, is that cool?
You can almost hardly look at it.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never like never.
No.
This is like the first time I've ever seen this video, man. Like, at the beginning, I thought it was like a bomb or a missile. You know, it's fucking Israel. There's always something going on. But
Damn, bro. I don't know. I have no idea.
and not only this, there's different videos of it, like different witnesses about it. That is fucking insane, bro. And all of this, well, what? When was this? In 2000? What year was this?
Says
It was
13 years ago.
What the fuck?
What this one says debunked, but I don't want to watch it.
We need to debunk this. We need to debunk it, bro. You know, like we cannot be like suckers.
Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say.
Yeah.
Now, if you would ask me, what is the one thing that lends most credibility to UFO cases and UFO videos on the internet, I would probably say it's multiple angles. UFO shoots off defensive capabilities, right? Like he's speculating quite a lot here. And I'm going to play this clip for you guys. Now, this particular clip is absolute garbage potato quality. You know what? I'm going to go full screen to at least get the most of it. But in a minute, we're going to look at a sharper clip. I have a separate clip, but the good part about this particular clip is that someone synchronized all 4 recordings of it. So again, the Jerusalem UFO sighting is a series of 4 videos. You see all of them here that allegedly show the same object hovering over an Islamic shrine known as the Dome of the Rock on Jerusalem's Temple Mount. And you'll notice now, here's the light, right? It hovers over the city. Again, we get these 4 angles. It moves ever so slightly. And this has been filmed from different angles around the city. And there was the flash. Did you see this, right? So it flashes up, flies back up, back into space or whatever, shoots up at irrational speed, which totally excludes, I don't know, balloons or some kind of flare drops or a drone. It can't be that. The video was filmed and uploaded to YouTube in late January, I believe, 2011. And it was allegedly filmed at 1 a.m. in the middle of the night. And I remember when this clip came out, it really went viral on the internet. Everyone was talking about it. But red flags. So I want to point those out to you guys. And then again, we're going to look at a better version of one of those clips and analyze it in a bit more detail. Now, let's go through the red flags first. First of all, till this day, nobody knows who. And he did some software media interrogation, and he noted that there's insufficient digital information in the footage, which means that the metadata has been tampered with. Hence, it's been pushed through some editing software. So the video that we're seeing here is not the original. It has been tampered with in some shape or form. And then later, he also used another piece of software that used what you see here, some so-called macro block visualization, which also showed that the light gradients that come from the UFO have not been in the original recording. So he concluded that the video is not authentic. But it gets better, guys. And this is really where I want to focus your attention on, okay? Because now we're going to look at this slightly higher res clip that gives us a lot more information than we previously were able to see. Also, there's audio, so I'm going to play the audio for you guys as well. And please, watch this video, okay, and let me know in the comments what your initial responses are. Is there anything odd that you notice about this video as it unfolds, as it plays? Leave it in the comments before I unpack it in the review and the verdict afterwards, all right? Check this out.
We say invalids. Yeah, because you're in therapy. You're in therapy. I'd say that too.
So there is the dome, which, by the way, is a golden dome, okay? So it's highly, highly reflective.
Is that UFO? Amazing. Holy shit. Oh, is that cool?
Okay, we're zooming in.
You can almost hardly look at it.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this. but
Mississippi.
never like-
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a crowd reaction there, right? People are like, is that a UFO? I don't know why they have like a Southern American accent sitting somewhere in Jerusalem. You know, it might be tourists. That's
It
not
does
something
sound
that
kind of a little
takes
bit
away from
fake.
the credibility necessarily. However, the amazing
I mean,
thing
there is
about
a lot
this
of
video, and I'm going to be
Christians
honest
that
with you
go
guys,
visit.
I did not notice it the first time I watched it, okay? This is
Oh,
not
that's
an
what it says.
actual recording, okay? In the sense that someone took a camera and filmed something. What this is, and once you know it, you cannot unsee it, okay? This is an artificial camera wobble imposed over a photo. And I even found the original photo. It is literally taken from Wikipedia. Okay, so when you go
There
to
you go.
Wikipedia, you can find this
Oh, I
particular
see.
image of the Dome of Rock. And I mean, they brighten it up a little bit, right? They played with the saturation and the brightness, but it is clearly like, I mean, just compare the lights, right? Like 1, 2, 3 lights here with the 2 on top in the background, 1, 2, 3 with the 2 in the background, the bright lens flare light here with 2 on the left of it, the bright lens flare light here with 2. You can compare it yourself. I'm not going to do this.
There you go.
Is
You see, this
just
is why,
a
like,
photo. And this is actually genius, right? Because you don't need to do.
Yeah. I mean, they just told you, there's a lot of garbage on YouTube. Like you and I, we just got mesmerized by the video. Like I was actually mind blown. But there you go.
Yeah, shame. But I mean, yeah, I mean, the ones obviously that's why we say that we got to see what the government puts out there and all that.
Yeah, we gotta be bootlickers, We have no option.
All right, man. I say we end the live stream.
Let's go.
Everyone,
Remember,
thank you.
guys. Yeah, I did not tell the story about when I got abducted by aliens, but for another day.
Oh, I know that one. I was there. P. Diddy was there too. You remember? P. Diddy like some aliens.
Sleepy. So sleepy. One. Mon Dieu. De al. Du mondial.
I muted for a bit.
Oh, there you go. Oh man, that was also pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think, man?
Oh man. No, it was actually good. I like it more when we actually like focus on one single topic. I
Yeah,
feel
no, I
like,
agree.
like going in one single topic and just try to go inside as much as possible.
No, I agree, man. And I noticed that there's a lot of traction, bro. Like on our videos on Rumble, they get like a little bit of traction, for sure. Obviously not a lot, but I think there just has to be a little bit more like it'd be so cool if we were together, like like in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
That'd be so different.
I know, man. It will be a lot more fun. We got like a room, kind of like Joe Rogan-esque, so to speak.
Exactly. And also not only that, we can also just do things like how do you say it? We can also just like just be more active or more present, like obviously it's kind of hard because you might have to go to sleep pretty soon,
Yeah,
and then like I
yeah.
go to work and then we have to be like, oh, we have to we at least we're flexible about it though. I feel like that's what's good.
No, man. I wish like I could do like a podcast episode like in the morning after I have like 2 or 3 monsters and a cigarette. Because then I will be going like a fucking machine gun.
A cigarette would be great. A cigarette would be great with you, man. A cigar.
I actually have like a couple Cuban cigars in there.
For reals?
Yeah, I do. Julia actually gave it to me as a gift.
Dude, lucky man.
I know, man. Yeah.
So what do you think, man? You should we try again next time? Do we do something else or another
No, yeah,
topic?
absolutely. Another topic, like let's keep it like that, It's like let's focus on one topic, like whatever is the big thing of the week, kind of like South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
man.
like how in South Park they always make like the episodes in like in the span of 6 days instead of
Yeah.
having it ready. Yeah.
No, for sure we can do that. All right, man. Let's end it.
Let's end it, man. Ciao.
Ciao, man. I'll talk to you later. We'll talk next time.
Amen.
All right, get that job.
Oh, dude, like I might actually end up like volunteering in France.
Okay, for the refugees.
It's another one. It's kind of like more like an international relations department.
Oh, nice, bro. Nice.
I know. Like I really want it, and I've been grinding on my French lately.
Cool, dude. You fucking do it up, bro. You got to, man. You're in Europe, dude. Like that's
And
the spot,
hopefully I
dude.
can,
That's the spot to be at.
and hopefully I can grind on a French lady.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna have to give her some snails on a plate and some flowers.
Cargots.
All right, man. Well, we'll talk to you later then.
Ciao, bello.
Ciao, man.